Hey Ed,
Yeah.
do you believe in UFOs, Bigfoot, aliens?
I think, it could be possible.
Isn't that what we're covering today?
Well, not exactly, but you're right. We are going to talk about the Bennington Triangle disappearances. It is true crime because things have happened, but you'll have to decide and stick around if it's Bigfoot or aliens or anything like that.
This doesn't sound like true crime, so I'm dying to see.
Coming up now.
Today we are going to talk about the Bennington Triangle, where some think the disappearances are tied to aliens, portals, or even Bigfoot.
Well, I don't believe in any of that weird supernatural stuff.
Me too.
Is that a UFO?
Was that a Bigfoot?
Okay, that was kind of funny.
Was that a Bigfoot?
Oh, somebody's phone. It doesn't shut off when we're trying to record.
Hello?
We're recording a live show right now. Who is that?
No one I know.
See? This shows the supernatural's kicking in. Because her phone was turned off, but yet it turned on, and then there was nobody there but a ghostly person calling her. Some spam person try out in another country. Anyhow.
Turn off my phone.
Yeah, good idea. Anyhow, let's introduce ourselves.
It's your girl Siobhan.
And I'm Ed, and we are Studio 70. And before we get into the Bennington Triangle disappearances,
This is for
and before
education.
she takes more calls,
This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research and always be friend. Be always be kind to
Oh,
everyone.
my goodness.
I'm like, I
Oh.
felt like I had a drink.
She stepped into a portal, I think. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so just to let you guys know, before we get started, a lot of YouTube channels and YouTubers creators, they are super duper professional. They edit every little thing out.
Right.
We just try to keep it real.
We just let it
We're
go
not
with the
hired
flow.
by like those big corporate, channels making bazillion dollars. We want to be real. Yes, we'll edit if we have to, but we want to just have some fun, enjoy it with you guys.
That is true.
Going through these cases. And just to let you know, if you're not familiar with us, that Crime Force, that's our AI investigation team. They're AI created, and they use AI tools to kind of find some information on these cases like the Bennington Triangle disappearances. So we are going to kind of get into it.
This is interesting.
And our Crime Force team is going to start off by giving us some background on this first.
The Bennington Triangle refers to an area in southwestern Vermont, centered around Glastonbury Mountain, where a series of mysterious disappearances took place between 1945 and 1950. Coined by author Joseph A. Citro, the term describes this region as a place of unexplained vanishings, strange phenomena, and eerie legends. The Bennington Triangle is not an official geographic designation but generally
I never
includes
heard of it.
Glastonbury
Me
Mountain at the center, and surrounding areas such as
exist?
Bennington,
It's there.
Woodford, Shaftesbury, and Somerset. Glastonbury Mountain is heavily forested, remote, and largely uninhabited, which contributes to its eerie reputation. The area was once home to a small logging and mining community, but due to economic decline, floods, and environmental challenges, it was abandoned by the late 19th century. Today, it's considered a ghost town. Now onto the history and legends. Native American beliefs. The Abenaki people, indigenous to Vermont, avoided Glastonbury Mountain. They believed the land was cursed and home to a malevolent spirit.
That's creepy.
A particular legend speaks of a man-eating stone, which supposedly swallowed people who stepped on it.
Oh no.
Early settlements and ghost
Not
towns.
true.
Glastonbury and Somerset were once small, thriving towns centered around logging and charcoal production. By the late 1800s, industry declined, floods destroyed infrastructure, and the towns were eventually abandoned, leaving behind a ghost town atmosphere. Today, Glastonbury is one of Vermont's few unincorporated towns,
Vermont?
meaning it
That's up
has
near
no
us.
official
Yeah,
local
we've been up there.
government.
Oh, near there.
Paranormal and cryptid sightings. Some locals report seeing UFOs, orbs, and strange lights in the sky. There have been
do
alleged
here.
sightings of Bigfoot-like creatures or an unidentified beast roaming the forests.
So what
The
happened to
region
them?
has an unusually
Some
high number
drunk
of
dude in the woods.
disappearances and unexplained phenomena, fueling speculation about the supernatural.
Don't
Well,
believe it.
that was a good basis to understand where it's located. We live in Connecticut. We're only an hour and a half
From Vermont.
from Vermont, believe it or not, because you can go straight up through
Yeah.
Massachusetts
We
and
love
get
it
there
up
about an hour and a
there.
half. Yeah, it's nice. So it's not too far from us. I mean, granted, if you go higher up in Vermont, it would take like 3 or 4 hours, but we theoretically could do a road trip there. So now, to your point, talking about where's the true crime element to this. So let's talk about these disappearances. You know,
5 people disappeared under bizarre and unexplained circumstances within the Bennington Triangle. Here's a quick summary of each one. Number 1, Mid-Dye Rivers, November 12, 1945. Rivers, a 74-year-old hunting guide, was leading 4 hunters near Hell Hollow, close to Glastonbury Mountain. On the way back, he walked slightly ahead of the group and suddenly disappeared. The hunters assumed he had just gotten too far ahead and would
fell.
meet them back at camp, but he was never seen again.
yeah, that's weird.
Despite an extensive search, only a single rifle cartridge was found in a stream. Some believe he fell into a sinkhole,
See?
got injured, or was swept away by
He
water.
fell into a sinkhole,
Others suspect he was taken
Case
either by a
closed.
person
Portal.
or something else.
and that's not a crime.
Number 2, Paula Jean Weldon, December 1st, 1946. An 18-year-old college student at Bennington College told her roommate she was going for a hike on the Long Trail near Glastonbury Mountain.
Alone?
Several witnesses saw her, but she never returned. No clues were ever found, and her case remains one of Vermont's most famous unsolved mysteries. Some say she got lost or injured. Others suspect foul play or even a serial killer, and a few believe she vanished due to supernatural forces.
She fell in
Number
that same
3,
hole.
James E. Tetford, December 1st, 1949. A World War I veteran, Tetford was on a bus returning to Bennington from St. Albans. He was seen on the bus by passengers, but when the bus arrived, he was gone, leaving behind only his luggage and a bus schedule. The bus never made any unscheduled stops, and no one saw
How'd
him
he
leave,
disappear?
and no evidence of his whereabouts
that
was ever
one's
found.
creepy.
Some believe he willingly disappeared, but why leave all his belongings? While others suggest paranormal intervention, he may have vanished into thin air. Number 4, Paul Jepson, October 12, 1950. An 8-year-old boy, Paul was last seen playing near his family's farm truck.
Mother was feeding him.
His mother left for a short time, and when she returned, he was gone. Despite search dogs tracking his scent to a highway, no trace of him was found. He had a bright red jacket, which should have been easy to spot. Search dogs picked up his scent, which led them to a highway, then the
That
trail
one, I
abruptly
think,
ended.
It's definitely a crime.
No body, footprints, or evidence was ever
Somebody
found.
scooped him
Somebody
up.
grabbed him.
Some believe he was abducted,
Yep.
since the
Yeah,
trail
abducted,
ended at a
yeah.
road.
Definitely.
Others suggest he wandered too far and succumbed to the elements, and more eerie theories claim he was taken by something unnatural.
Bigfoot food.
And lastly, number 5,
And they
Frida
eat the
Langer,
pigs. They eat those
date
pigs first.
October 28,
That's true.
1950. A 53-year-old woman, Langer was hiking with her cousin when she fell into a stream. She went back to camp to change clothes but never returned. After months of searching, her body was found in an open field the next spring, yet, strangely, the area had already been searched multiple times. Since her body was too decomposed to determine a cause of death, theories include she got lost, fell, and died from exposure. Someone kidnapped and later dumped her body.
Probably.
Something unnatural
Possible.
took her and returned her body later.
Aliens.
I think we should take a visit up there.
Yeah, we could go up there.
Yeah, you have the.
So I picked this one because, I like this supernatural, the weird stuff, that. This one, at least the boy, at the very least, really, in my opinion, leads to a true crime. Like somebody took him, abducted him, and that was the end of the story. And some of the other ones, there's one other one that's possible that something strange happened, that last one. But let's have them talk about the theories and explanations, and I'll get your final draw on this.
The Bennington Triangle has become a hotspot for paranormal theories, with some attributing the disappearances to UFOs or alien abductions, Bigfoot or cryptid activity,
No evidence.
interdimensional portals, and cursed Native American lands. The Abenaki people believed the area was haunted by a man-eating stone that could swallow people. Now those theories are a bit out there, but there are more rational explanations. From a true crime perspective, many believe this was the work of a serial killer or foul play. Some suspect a serial killer may have been active in the area, particularly due to the pattern of disappearances happening within a short span. The lack of evidence or bodies, except for Langer, whose body was found in an area previously searched, could suggest an intentional cover-up. James Tetford's disappearance from a moving bus, however, is particularly strange and hard to
weird.
explain. Others believe it's all related to the harsh weather and terrain. The Glastonbury Mountain area is known for its dense wilderness, unpredictable weather, and lack of clear trails. It's easy to get lost, disoriented, or succumb to the elements, especially in winter. The region has been largely uninhabited since the 1800s, meaning fewer chances of rescue. Misadventure and accidents could yet be another possibility. Mid-Dye Rivers, the hunter, and Frida Langer, the hiker, may have gotten injured or fallen into ravines or rivers. Paul Jepson, the boy.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Continue. Sorry about that.
May have wandered too far and succumbed to exposure or an animal attack. Paula Weldon, the student, could have lost her way on the long trail. And lastly, the disappearances could be related to psychological phenomena. Some researchers suggest panic days or wilderness disorientation, where people lost in the woods experience sudden confusion, paranoia, or even hallucinations due to fear or exposure. This could explain why some left trails or ventured deeper into dangerous terrain instead of staying put. In summary, while theories of UFOs, Bigfoot, or a cursed land persist in folklore, the most likely explanation is a mix of environmental dangers, human error, and possibly foul play in some cases. The lack of bodies and evidence fuels the mystery, but the wilderness has a way of hiding its secrets.
Yeah, hiding its secrets, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
thank you, Crime Force. Woo!
Hiding it, yeah.
Oh, come on now. It was all aliens. Every single one was aliens. Maybe one was Bigfoot.
Hey, I never told you I found a dead body before.
You did not.
Yes, I did. I wrote about it in my book.
Oh, I didn't get to that chapter. Where'd you see it?
In an abandoned building, because the Bronx, they had so many abandoned buildings.
Yeah.
So our play was going in these abandoned buildings, and it's interesting.
Sounds like that's a show in itself. So what do you guys think? I'm going to go to Shrock first.
Yes, so I definitely still do not believe in any
This is very clear. Bigfoot scooped up that kid. He likes red jackets. So Bigfoot's known to like red jackets. So he saw the kid, scooped him up and said, a midnight snack. And that was it.
Nah, I think he would have got those pigs. They would have been more juicy.
No, I apologize. I don't make light of that because, I mean, if it was my child, I would be...
Right, but
really
that's
upset.
What I'm saying. If they go after the animals, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody likes the bacon, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, unfortunately. In the child's case, and I apologize for making light of it. I was just trying to build a homework. I know, but it's just, we're talking about so many dark things. I was trying to lighten it. I know. I apologize. I just... we talk about so many sad things. I know. That's what I'm saying.
She's not going to come to this channel.
I know. I did apologize. If it was my child, it'd be horrendous. And I think that unfortunately was foul play. I mean, he had a red jacket. Was driving. It was near a highway, so somebody probably saw the kid, say, "Hey, I can help you." Saw the kid. And unfortunately, it was just the wrong type of person that probably pulled over and
he probably got lost and the person just grabbed him. So unfortunately, people out there, they do take kids, which is very scary.
Very scary.
As I was growing up, they was always grabbing kids, and it's just sad.
Now they grab kids and adults. They drug you and take you. Another thing too is that the one that's really interesting I've heard before outside of this is the man who disappeared on the bus.
Right. His belongings were still there, right? His
Yeah, most
luggage.
likely. Okay, now let's think about this logical and rational. Instead of just getting disappeared from thin air, there's everybody, the bus driver and people like swore that they didn't, the guy was just gone 1 minute. They didn't stop, blah, blah, blah. But there's a couple rational possibilities. One is that when they were exiting out, you know how everybody's together.
Mm-hmm.
He probably was just missed. He probably just blended in so well. I mean, not everybody's going to take account of everyone. So he probably just got out and people just didn't see him. Or if some buses, like they do, have a rear exit, he could have stuck
Right.
out the back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just talking, I mean, probably not because there might be alarm or whatever on it. I don't know. But I'm just trying to think of like logical possibilities. Most likely he just went out, forgot his stuff, and just figured it wasn't worth going back for, and that's it. That's probably what happened.
Well, I'm thinking he probably had Alzheimer. He could have been had a mental
Yes.
illness, and
Yes.
he just walked out. I know that happened a couple of times. People just walk out and be like, "Hey, you forgot your bag."
Yeah, exactly.
So he'd be like, "Oh, thank you." I think that happened to me a couple of times. So
So I think that one can be chalked up to just, I mean, it is kind of interesting when the story's told, you're like, yeah, he probably just disappeared. That's really weird, time warp or something. In terms of like one of them where they searched an area and then they found her afterwards. Yeah, that one could be a little foul play. It could be somebody had her and happened to place her there later. Or even though they covered it really well, it could have just been the one spot that they happened to miss.
but in any of these cases they talked about, there's no evidence of anything that happened. I'm just saying.
Well, only circumstantial.
Yeah.
Like the scent of the child being up to the highway.
Yeah, but that's
Definitely, that's definitely
circumstantial,
like
but-
probably it's circumstantial, but most likely if a kid got up to the highway, most likely something could have happened. The woman, if we take it with the searchers, we take them at their word that they covered that area really well, and then all of a sudden there's a body there that should have been there. You could say maybe animal dragged the remains, but even big animals, it takes a lot to drag, and it wouldn't have dragged it that far. So I mean, these are possibilities.
Right.
The other ones just got lost
Right, but I don't
or
know.
hurt.
But this is still debatable if it's a crime or not. So that's all my.
Oh, I think at minimum one, if not two, are crimes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good. We're gonna debate. Oh wait, okay, let's do it. Part two, where we take it all out and go in deeper and debate this. But seriously, because in a couple of these cases, it's most likely that there was a crime involved. I include this in our true crime discussion because it has a lot of mysterious stuff surrounding them, and not all the cases are the same.
Right.
Like one was probably, like you said, and you're talking about me with a kid. You're talking about this poor old man falling into a hole.
But that's not a crime.
No, but that was being mean. He said this poor guy fell into a hole and couldn't get out. That was being mean
But
too.
he fell into a hole.
That's
people fall in a
awful.
hole. He fell,
Yeah.
but it's better than someone killing him. Right?
All right. Well, yeah.
I would
Anyhow,
say
I'm
I'd rather
just
fall
teasing.
into a hole instead of having someone murder
Sometimes
me.
I feel like crawling into a hole some days.
I just want to let you know he picked this one. Okay, so if you don't like it, if you don't
Come
subscribe
on.
and
You guys like it, like the
I get it.
mysterious,
I get it.
creepy, weird stuff.
I get it.
wouldn't include it if it was completely 100%, but there is definitely Yeah, no. There's definitely true crime aspects to it. That kid
Okay.
just didn't get lost, and when
Yes.
they would, and the scent would have been continued.
Okay.
He got picked up, and that body, they searched the area really well multiple times. It just didn't pop in nowhere unless aliens dropped her back on there. But okay, we can agree to disagree, right?
Yes.
All right, here we go. So, if you made this far, which you probably didn't. After all that stuff, between the phone, the ghost phone, the comments we've made, people are gonna be like, ugh. But in case you're still around, hey, come, please subscribe. He's like,
So I want you to put something in the comments to this.
I want to
one.
block the comments on
I
this
definitely
episode.
want. I am going to respond to all of them. I'm telling you that now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So thank you for watching.
All I want to know is, do you like the more mysterious, weird stuff like this with crime mixed in, or possible crime, or you like more of the factual stuff? So let us know.
Studio 70.
Okay. Until next time, we will see you guys. Thank you so much. Studio 70.